So every year the same thing happens. I consider upgrading the motorcycle. So you'll see I've just taken it out, and I ride it about 4-5 months of the year when the sun is out and the weather is good, and the remaining amount of time it sits in the garage. You'll see there's spider webs all over it. Good thing about this is it doesn't need much. Just charge the battery, and once you charge the battery, it's normally ready and raring to go. So you'll see condition of it is not excellent. Give it a good wash, get rid of all the cobwebs, and give it some air in the tyres. Michelin tyres, still in good condition. So X-City 250cc, and this will be ready again. I always think I'm going to get another bike this year. Remember I said that last year. I've been looking at a number of bikes, and I've thought about one, the V-Strom 650. I've thought about the Kawasaki Versys 650. I've also looked at, what else was it, Honda Transalp. I also look at the classics sometimes, so I think about the Royal Enfield Interceptor, thought about Royal Enfield Himalayan, and those are all nice kind of adventure type bikes. However, it's mainly a direct comparison or exchange to move from a scooter to one of those bikes, if that makes sense. So they're like kind of a scooter in a way. They've got all the storage space, they're comfortable, easy to ride, they're not too intense powerful. Because remember, if you look back at the channel, like the R6 was just ridiculous amounts of power, and anything after that I rode didn't feel like it was good, because nothing has power like a sports bike has power. So because I've been riding this scooter for long enough now, I feel like I've dumbed down my senses. This is a 250cc, easily get 80, 70, 80, 85 pushing it on the highways. I think I did a video on this back in the day. Can you take a scooter on highway? Right now all I've done is I've taken the battery out and I'm charging the battery. I want to put some fresh oil in there and pump up the tyres. I've already done brake pads last time, so we still have good brake pads. And obviously needs a dust off and a clean and a wash. And then I'll ride this again for a few months during summer when the weather is nice. It does okay. It's enough power, you know, just to be out in the nice weather. So now this is going to be interesting. When I ride this again, I feel like, you know what, I don't need another bike. It's just a headache, isn't it? Because you'll have to get rid of this. I don't have much space, as you can see. I've still got that. Remember, I'm doing the restoration on that. At some point, I don't know, yeah. What needs to happen on that? The exhaust and tyres, but it's just very expensive for what the bike is. It's like an old CB 250 1979. And tyres and exhaust are very expensive. So I'm like, do I really need to do that? So I might consider getting rid of the bike, getting rid of the scooter, and then getting a V-Strom or a Himalayan or an Interceptor. Well, Interceptor is like a classic bike. And looking at reviews, it's like people hoot on about them. But condition-wise, I don't know, I'll see. They're not longevity-wise. Like, for example, I left this parked up for like 6-7 months, 8 months. Didn't give it a eyelid. I obviously put a cover over it in the garage, so it's a roofed garage, and it's got insulation in there as well. Well, some of it has, and then it's under the cover. So we have like that fence there, which this stuff normally falls off depending on what time of year it is, and that all falls on the bike, but the cover protects it kind of. So I don't think the Interceptor will bode well in those kind of conditions, because mainly chrome, and that will just start, you know, deteriorating and rusting and stuff. Whereas other bikes like the V-Strom and Himalayan, probably not too good as well. But yeah, the new Himalayans come out and everybody's doing videos about it, but give it a couple of months. Because obviously a lot of people have got the bike free to review, to say good things about it, and they have to say good things about it or they won't get the bikes again in future. So I kind of let all storm die down, especially with the new 450 Himalayans come out. Everybody's hooting on that they're excellent, and you can't really trust the reviews because it's all, yeah, they're getting the bike to review, so you want them to obviously give good things about it so they get the bikes again. So right now, getting the 250cc back on the road, and this will be enough for the foreseeable future. At some point I will do something. It might be this time, it might be this year, might be next year. But if I get rid of that, I can probably chuck that away for like £400-500 as parts, spares, because I'm not going to give it away as a running bike, because obviously it needs work doing to it. So if I get that over about £500, or put it up at 600, I'll get 5 for it. Because I can break it down and sell the parts. Let me know. CB250, is that something that people need parts for? And then that I'll probably get like, if I list it for 1500, I could probably get £1,100-1,200 for it. You know, it's not bad condition. It rides perfect, but cosmetically, remember the snow, I dropped it. So it's got like these scratches there. And yeah, I'll probably send them a link to the channel and say, here's the bike. You can see all the stuff I've done to it every year, and it keeps going. So it is what it is. It's, you know, for a little while I rode it in all sorts of weather conditions, so it's been garaged, but it's been ridden in rain. I treat it like just like a run around, so I don't really. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of damage down here as well. What happened down there? So, well, yeah, for £1,000, £1,200, £1,100, you can't really go wrong, can you? For a delivery scooter, it's 250cc, so a lot of people won't buy it because a lot of people have CBTs, or they're riding up to 125cc. So that's why it's like a funny engine size. But the good thing is, it's more power than a 125, and it's not as much power as a motorcycle, so it's enough, which makes you think you don't need more than that. I can do back streets on it, I can do motorways on it. Took it to London, took it to Wales. Where else to take it? I might take it somewhere this year if the weather's nice. Might go and do Peak District maybe on a scooter. But you know, it's like, yeah, it'll toodle along, comfortable, gets decent mileage. You fill up a tank with about £59. You'll get like 190 miles, 200 miles out of it. And then you can take a break and then top it up again. And it's comfortable, easy. See, I'm talking myself out of getting a motorbike again, because it's just comfortable. As you get older, you're like, you know what, it's alright. You don't need a sports bike. You don't need to impress everybody else. As long as it's comfortable and you're still riding on 2 wheels, then it's fine. Obviously, I'll go over the bike, give it a clean, check the lights, check the suspension. I need to MOT it, I need to tax it. The tax has gone up as well, hasn't it? It's 650, 60, 65, 80, 67, 65 or £70 now for a 250cc, because it's under 400, but not over, you know, the thresholds. But yeah, considering the tyres are quite old, these are like 2 or 3 years old, aren't they? What can I say? Can I see what year these are? 5113. So what is it? Front tyres 120 70 16, and the back is 140 70 15. So the back one's 15 inch and the front one is 16 inch. So it's like a bigger front and a smaller back. So it's nice over potholes. You don't notice potholes. Comfortable. Yeah. So yeah, I might get new suspension for it, because I remember I got some before off Amazon, but it wasn't the right type. So look here. It's like kind of, they're not really nice. So I might do that upgrade. And well, I took all the panels off before, remember? And I did like a full check over of the bike last year, that was, I think. And it was perfectly fine. You know, the chassis is good. There's no rust spots. It's Yamaha, so it's like a reliable brand. You can easily tootle about on it. It sounds quite nice because it's got a Ginelli exhaust as well. So it's not like a shitty exhaust, Ginelli exhaust. So for a 250, it sounds nice. So yeah, that's little update on the bike situation, just to give you an idea. I'll link you to a video on screen where you can check out where I restored that. Well, I'm not going to call it restored, but you know, you can check out that playlist and you can check out that. I like that more than I like that, and I've just talked myself out of buying an adventure bike, because that does everything an adventure bike does, apart from adventure, because obviously I'm not going to go off-road on it, am I? Most of my riding is on the road. I'm not going to take it on hills or green lanes or any of that business. It's just street riding, so scooter is perfectly fine. See you in the next video.